and it's another minute with Mont P segment. We're here at the Urban League and NAACP pop-up voter rally registration. It's so important for people to be signed up and registered to vote each and every time, whether it's for the presidency, whether it's for the local government, school board, no matter. Always vote. Make your voice heard. Make a difference. Make the impact. Get out. Vote. Yeah, and we got the bouncy house down here for the young kids to come hop on. Thanks to the recreation committee or the committees that was involved in that. Excuse me if that was mistaken, they wasn't involved, but they still all involved. This one family, one love, one feral. You know how we do. So make sure you come on out here today. It's a lovely day, beautiful fall day. You got some nice foliage over here by now the guys hate for me to call it Freak Village, but over in the Freak Village community village, the beautiful fall foliage, the AKA Landalay Apartments. Yeah, but then we down here at our beautiful new Little League field. My guy Rich Stacks on the ones and twos, putting down good jams. Mr. Moss is down here with, oh shoot, now our whole joint to fail. The whole setup to fail. God dang. Oh, man down. We got to make these adjustments. We'll be right back. And it's another minute with Mont P segment here down at the voter registration rally put on by the NAACP and the Urban League, Dr. Houston. I'm here with my brother, Mr. Ray Shackelford, a native of Houston, and the community leader has been a member of the National Urban League Young Professionals for more than 11 years and serves as its 10th national president, in addition to his role as a volunteer leader with the National Urban League Young Professional. Ray serves as the youngest member of the Houston Housing Financial Corporation. Uh, Sound like a lot of great accomplishments, man. And I know you out here putting the rubber to the road and getting things done, especially right now. Just want to shake your hand, my man.
Absolutely.
Black man, keep on. So, before we even turn the cameras on, you was telling me a little bit about your recent journeys and endeavors and everything. Could you tell the people about your team and what's going on right now? And
Absolutely. So yeah, currently outside of my involvement with the young professionals, I'm the Vice President of Equitable Justice Strategic Initiatives for the National Urban League, or EJSI. And right now we're doing our Reclaim Your Vote tour. This weekend we are all across Pennsylvania. Previously I was telling Lamar we were in North Carolina, going through Winston-Salem, Greensboro, Charlotte, and then most recently in Georgia and Atlanta. And with our Reclaim Your Vote campaign, it's really focused on three things: voter registration, voter education, and voter mobilization. First, obviously we got to make sure people are registered. Absolutely. I know here in PA, the deadline is the 21st. And so if you haven't done so, please make sure you're checking your voter registration. We've seen voter roll purges going on all over the country. And even just a couple weeks ago in North Carolina, there was a college student at Winston-Salem State. He thought he was registered, and then we had him check it, and he actually needed to re-register.
See?
And so we definitely want to remind people, don't take that for granted. Then we want to do the education piece, actually understanding the issues that are important to you, who aligns with you, because as a nonpartisan organization, we don't push political parties or candidates. We focus on the issues. And so making sure you understand what's on your ballot, who aligns with you, what's best for you, your family, your community. And at the end of the day, you got to go vote. You got to get to the booth. And so you got to have a plan.
Ready? Yeah, and it's important that you also get out to get someone to the polls. If you are a licensed driver and you know someone that's not a licensed driver, do your due diligence, swing by, pick them up, get them to the polls so they can vote. You know what I mean? Or if you can't, and you know somebody that can, communicate that. It's going to be the little things that get us over the top. And as we've been saying with Dr. Houston, Pennsylvania is a key state. Hence, probably why we're called the Keystone State. We really make it happen. So it's really important that you guys get out and do all the little nuances and all the little things it's going to take to get the right candidate in the office.
I completely agree. Couldn't have said it better.
You know what I mean? And I thank you for coming over and taking some time out of the day. Such a beautiful day. You up there like me too.
Yes, sir. I was about to ask you had some sunscreen, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
It's a beautiful day out here in Farrell. It's my first time, and I appreciate it. Y'all welcome me with open arms, man.
Yes, sir. Well, I am the leader of the Ballhead Nation. You know, the United Ballhead Nation. So
okay, well, I need to get my membership.
Man, I'm giving you your membership today before you leave. You know what I'm saying?
That.
You're honorary a member. And right here, it's official. Right here on the Farrell Podcast, Brother Ray Shackelford is now also a member of the United Ballhead Nation. Something else to add to his resume.
Absolutely.
And my brother, I'd like to thank you for coming on to another Minute with Mont P segment. God bless you in your travels and greatly appreciate you.
Yes, sir. Much love to the Farrell Podcast.
And it's your man, the mayor, the leader of the Ballhead Nation, Mont P, out here at the NAACP and Urban League voter registration pop-up rally. And next to me, I have the ever so lovely Dr. Got to put that up in there. Dr. Aaron Houston, who was ahead of this and reached out to, and I thank you so much, the Farrell Podcast, to be here and be part of this glorious, blessed event.
Well, thanks, Mont. Thanks for having me, the Farrell Podcast. Thanks for coming out to the voter rally and block party today. We hope to see the community come out today.
Yeah. Will you be putting up, is this your first year putting this on?
This is our first voter rally and block party.
Okay.
So happy to be partnering with the Mercer County Unit and NAACP on this.
Mm-hmm.
I think this is a great partnership because it's just so important to get out to vote and get the community energized and excited about it.
Absolutely. So it sounded like this is going to be an annual event. I'm looking forward to being part of it, moving forward, you know, because we definitely do need to continue to do things like this. And you were at the NAACP Banquet, right?
I was.
Yeah, and it was so inspiring to me to see the youth that was there and the youth engaged and everything. And so I say that to say that, yeah, I would love to continue to be a part of this as an annual event.
Yeah, and it definitely, it's a presidential election right now, but every election is important.
Yeah.
So, in other voting years, we can probably, figure out a way to get the voters out, rally the community, even for those elections as well. And with the Urban League, we're part of the National Urban League's Reclaim Your Vote campaign. So Pennsylvania is one of the targeted states.
Always.
With getting out the vote.
Always.
So, every vote is important. But definitely a focus is on Pennsylvania, so we got to come out and do what we need to do as Pennsylvanians and voters.
Yes, because like you said, Pennsylvania is always and always has been one of those states that's key to getting whoever the president wants to be in the office. So, yes, it is important. We are one of the key states, henceforth the Keystone State. Probably that's why they called us that. But, so
absolutely.
Come on down. Once again, come on down, come out, and get registered to vote. Make sure that if you are to at least get someone else that's not registered, be helpful to get them to the registration spot in a timely manner so they can place a vote as you are.
All right. Well, I hope to see everybody out today, 2:00. We got the Vibers kicking this off at 2:00, and we have some speakers, bounce house for the kids. We have free food. So come on out, support, and we look forward to seeing you today.
That's right. And my guy Rich Stacks on the ones and twos as well, jamming. Probably hear just a little faint hit in the background, but come on out. And thank you, Miss Houston, for being a part of a Minute with Mont P segment. I thank you once again.
All right. Thanks for having me.
And Out here for another minute with Mont P segment at the Urban League and NAACP voter registration pop-up rally. And I have over here Mr. Tim McGonigal, our county commissioner, who's in his third term. And yeah, Mr. Tim, it's a nice event, beautiful day. Hoping to see a lot of people come out and utilize the situation and get registered, or bring a loved one that's not registered to get registered.
Right.
But it's good to see
Well,
you out here.
thanks for. I'm glad to be out here. I'm enjoying this beautiful park. You know, we're right in the middle of the World Series right now, so being out here at the ballpark kind of feels good.
Yeah, yes, sir.
Last night was a good game. Well, for the Mets.
Yeah,
But listen, the reason why we're out here is we're trying to get that word out. People got to vote.
yeah,
You know, if you want to be credible in your community, you want a strong, healthy community.
Yep.
You got to vote, because if you don't vote, you're not respected. And these elected officials that get in, they come down here. If they don't see that there's a voting base here that can help them, once they get in, they don't come back. They don't come back and help our communities.
Right.
And that's why it's so important. If you want to be, and these guys that are running campaigns, they want to know they can count on us. They want to count on every vote, and it's important. A lot of people think these aren't, their vote doesn't make a difference. It makes all the difference.
absolutely, absolutely. And Mr. Tim,
I just hit this button. Is it on or off?
yeah, you're still on.
Okay.
Yeah, and we're going to have Mr. Tim on our show for an exclusive interview coming up. Not later, but more sooner, and that's for sure. But Mr. Tim, you've been doing a great job in your seat, and we will always continue to support who supports us. I always see you out. You're always putting rubber to the road, getting things done. And as you said, you are always there for people to see. You are an active member in the community, just as well as our county commissioner. And we greatly appreciate you.
Thank you. I appreciate that. And I had a good teacher, a guy by the name of Mark Langetti.
Mhm.
I always tell people,
Mr. Mark.
just put on Mark Langetti's suit when you don't know which suit you should wear, because that guy, he was everywhere, and he was a true public servant.
And was.
So if I could be half the public servant that Mark was, I know that I'm going to be doing a good job.
Yeah,
So I
man.
appreciate you too.
Yeah, and I got to follow that up with, yes, Mr. Mark Langetti was a great service to our community. God sent, and yes, now I see, where everything comes from with what you do,
I appreciate that.
So greatly appreciate you for taking the time
Absolutely.
to come on over and get a minute with Mont P. And that's going to be a minute with Mont P segment here on the Farrell Podcast. And as I said, you can look for the special interview coming up.
I'm coming to the Farrell Podcast soon.
Yes, absolutely.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you, fellas.
And we're here with a special minute with Mont P segment out here at the beautiful Farrell Little League baseball field at the NAACP and Urban League voter registration pop-up rally vote event. And none other than next to me, I have Miss Monica Williams, the president of the NAACP and one of the sponsors of the show. Miss Monica, thank you for once again having us out here on this lovely day for this special event.
Yes. I am so excited about having the Urban League, the NAACP, the podcast, collaborating, showing the community that we can collaborate.
Yes,
We're
ma'am.
not separate. We all stand together. One solid vote for our community.
That's right. It's also important that as I said in a couple earlier segments and interviews, that it's important that the purpose of this is to get people not only registered, but also to get people in the know and get stuff updated as far as, okay, so-and-so is registered. I may need to go pick him or her up
Amen.
because they don't have transportation.
Amen.
Or guess what? I got to work that day. But guess what? I'm going to make sure that I reach out to someone that has transportation that can get to you and get you there and back as well.
Yes.
It's going to take every little thing to pull together
Yes.
for us to pull this thing through. And
Yes.
as mentioned too earlier, But PA being a keystone state
Yes.
and one of the states that is key in getting the president in,
Yes.
we have to do our due diligence and do the right thing and get that vote in.
Just speaking about the NAACP, our goal is to see everybody have their equity involved in everything.
Right.
So that's our point, to have everybody have their rights met because it's for everyone. We have always been slighted and been able to go somewhere else or do something different. Today we need to stand where we're at and do what's right to do, no matter what. No matter what.
That's right. That's right. And also coming up real soon on a Tuesday, Mr. Al Sharpton and Reverend Jesse Jackson will be gracing and blessing us with their presence here in the beautiful city of Farrell.
Oh yes, we've gotten word that Mr. Al Sharpton had a death, so he won't be able to come. But Jesse Jackson will be here.
Yes, sir.
And I believe that is a sign for us to understand that history matters, because Mr. Jackson is from our history. And for what we're doing today to provoke people to vote, that's what he did in his time.
Yes.
And so the two are meeting, the old and the young are meeting again for the same purpose.
Yes, ma'am.
And that's what makes it historic
Yes, ma'am.
for us in this community.
Yes, ma'am. So that is great. And we are blessed to be, I'm blessed to be a part of it and present to see it. So,
Yes.
And Miss Monica, I thank you for
Yes.
coming on and having a minute with Mont P once
Yes.
again. Thank
Yes.
you again for having us here at this beautiful, blessed event. And
Yes.
we're signing off, me and Miss Monica.
Yes.
Continue to have a good day.
Yes. Thank you.
And we're here at the NAACP Banquet, the Federal Podcast. Your man, the mayor, leader of the Ballhead Nation, Mont P.
And it's your man, DJ Rich Stacks, king of the big backs. Yeah, it was truly an honor to be here, man.
Yeah.
NAACP Banquet. How you feeling about this moment, bro?
Oh, before we move forward, fat shout out to our producer, the man on the camera right now, my son, Mont P Jr., Big Mont. I'm a little Mont now.
Yeah.
But man, I'm feeling blessed and humbled to be invited, as some of their honorary guests, and I'm just ready to see what tonight has in store and
Yes, sir.
excited. That's all.
For sure.
What about you, bro?
I'm excited. Got a little bit of butterflies.
Uh-huh.
Like, for anything we do, if you don't get the butterflies, you ain't doing it right.
Word.
But yeah, humble and solemn moment. It's an honor. I'm ready to get inside and get some of this good grub, though. You know, the big bag gotta eat.
Right. Well, this has been a minute with Mont P, and have some more footage for you guys later. Peace. Hey, it's a minute with Mont P. Once again, we are up inside the banquet. You know what I mean? And you gonna hold your mic up.
Oh yeah,
You
yeah.
ain't
I
messing
know.
up my segment.
No, I'm not. This.
So act like
You're
you know.
speaking.
Jeez, oh man.
You're speaking.
Anyways, yep. And it don't stop. But we up in this joint. It's getting packed.
Yeah.
Everyone's looking so beautiful. The guys are looking so, upscale and top notch,
Yep, dapper.
Red,
Yep,
brother
yep.
dapper.
Yep.
The ladies are ever so beautiful, looking elegant. The sweet fragrance of sweet perfume is in the air. Yeah, it's gonna be a good night. It's gonna be a good night.
Definitely.
I ain't smelled no food yet. I am quite hungry, but we're here
Yep.
at the NAACP banquet. It's the 59th Freedom Fund Banquet. And yeah, we up in this joint. We're coming back again with a little bit more footage for you. I thought I had somebody. He's sitting here looking at me.
No. I'm just waiting for you to finish. Not trying to.
Lord have mercy.
Not trying to interfere with your flow, bro. But it is nice and beautiful in here this evening. Nice to get to see a few people I ain't seen in a while, like Miss Betty Marshall.
Yeah. Miss Betty
Yeah.
Marshall over here.
Yeah, definitely.
We got to get Miss Betty Marshall.
Pillars of the community.
Yes, pillars. I feel so.
Was just telling her I used to come to her shop every Saturday morning between the hours of 7 and 7:30. That was my appointment time. Her son used to come by here, Mike, Mayor Marshall's dad. But yeah, definitely a beautiful and blessed event.
She did my grandma and my mom's Jerry curl back day. When they first got their Jerry curls, Miss Betty Marshall did my mom and grandma's Jerry curl when they stayed on Hamilton. So yeah, but it's crazy.
Yeah, I think she laced my Gerald Levert curl up back in the day a couple times or two. Yeah.
Spread my wings
and fly away. Yeah. But yeah, here come Miss Tam.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. And that's been a minute with Mont P.